What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Jaden here. I had been gone for a while, but now I'm back. Again with another breakdown videos. I think you guys suggested that you like this type of videos. So, so before we even get started, first of all, just like you guys to give me a like on this video. It helps me a lot. It motivates me in other ways. Keep on producing you guys this type of videos, making sure that you guys do like this kind of breakdown videos. So without further ado, let's get straight into the 8 trades. So I'm just going to be breaking down maybe 4 of them, and we'll be starting with this card JPY. And I hope you guys probably will learn maybe 1 or 2 things in this types of videos to help you with maybe directions or whatever you're trying to learn from this type of videos. So without further ado, again, let's get straight into it. So looking at card JPY, right? As you guys could see, this was a Monday when I sent this trade. I actually sent it on the Telegram channel. I'll leave the links down in the description for you guys to actually join if you would like to join. So this was a Monday, and let me just break down this for you guys. So if you guys could see right here, let me just draw this trend line. We had a downtrend, right? We had a downtrend, right? In price, you are rejected somewhere right here. When it rejected, it went straight into this 4-hour area right here, right? So what I was kind of looking for here was that I was looking for buys. Why was I looking for buys? Was we were literally in a downtrend on this 1 hour, as you guys can see. We were literally in a downtrend on this 1 hour, right? So after we broke this area right here on this trend line, right, I was kind of looking for buys. So like it was like forming another channel, an uptrend in the 1 hour, right? So what I was currently looking for was actually a buy. And if you guys could see right here, if you put our trend line right here, that this will be 1 and this will be 2. And if you have a look at it, this will be like a what do I call it? A 2-touch pump, sorry. So we saw at the bottom right here there was a 2-touch pump, right? And at the top here, right? If you guys can see at the top here, there was 1, 2 here. Then this the one that actually got broken was actually number 3. Let me just yeah, now that I've drawn it for you guys could clearly see. So this was 1 right here, this small little circle, and this one was number 2. So at the bottom here, we're currently seeing a 2-touch pump. Then at the top here, we have 1, 2. Then this will be the 3rd. So this will be a 3-touch pump. So we're supposed to enter somewhere right about around here, but for me, it looks like I had missed an entry, because if I take my Fibonacci, right, and I touched it this area right here, and I touched this area right here, as you guys could see, this was supposed to be my golden entry zone here. Where if I entered this area, if I put my buy somewhere right here, right, my stop loss was supposed to be at this blue zone. And if you guys could see, this blue zone is this is around 24 pips, right? So since I had missed this entry, if I was to enter aggressive, right? If I was to enter aggressive, let me remove this. If I was to enter aggressive, I was supposed to enter somewhere right around here, this red area, right? And my stop loss would be somewhere around about 43 pips, which was like, to me, it was just too much for me to handle. So that's why I had to skip this trade. But then, if you guys could see, right, price was actually fluctuating in this area, right? If you guys could see, price was actually fluctuating in this area, like here, touched there, and it came back again, touched this area, it came back, touched this area again, right? If you guys could see it, then it actually broke. See, it actually broke, so it gave me that reassurance that we are going to the upside, going up, And since I was also supported by this area here, that I got the 3-touch pump, that I knew that the price I was actually going to see an upward trend. I was now looking for an entry, but my entry was supposed to have a small stop loss, because if I was to enter here, right, let's say for example, I took this trade somewhere right here, right? And I couldn't find, I couldn't find a small stop loss, right? My stop loss would have been somewhere here. And this was supposed to be this was supposed to be a 66 pip stop loss, in which case for me, it was actually too much. So I was actually looking for a smaller stop loss for me to actually get into this trade, since I already missed the proper entry I was supposed to get it the first time. So why I actually entered this trade, right, was that it actually broke this area right here. This 1 hour area. It's like a 1 hour area that I call it the 1 hour area of demand. So since price already pushed out, and let's see what it's going to do. Let me play it for you guys. See right here, it actually broke this area. It's not, so in other words, it's not going back in this 1 hour area that I'm talking about, right? It's not going back into this area, as you guys can see, right? So that's why I ended up taking a trade right here, because I already have the confirmation of the 3 touch pump and the Fibonacci that was supposed to tell me that we were going bullish. And also the other confirmation that I actually got was from since it was a Monday, right? A Monday, I will be looking at which price is going, I'll be looking at which area price is going to go. For instance, I'll be looking at are we going to get a higher high before Wednesday, or are we going to get a lower low before Wednesday, before price actually have a change of structure, like market structure, in other words. So somewhere on Monday, I was looking for the high of the week, in other words, not a low of the week, a high of the week, because we actually had this three points of confirmation. That's why I ended up taking this trade with a tighter stop loss. So my stop loss was just underneath this 1 hour area of support here, as you guys could see. So we ended up taking the trade, and if you just press play on it, price was kind of playing, but we ended up in other words, we ended up getting just about 97 pips on this trade, just based on that. And if we had 2 entries, you know, I'm sure of it. Like, it happens in the markets where you miss trading entries, right? But if I had 2 entries with my stop loss here, somewhere right about 23 pips, right? And that another take profit, we could have collected 144 pips plus 97 pips, you know. But after we took this trade, right, I didn't know what price is going to do. I didn't know what the market was planning on doing, you know. So I just kind of waited, because I was thinking that if I was to get another confirmation, I was going to take another buy here, right? And it was going to lead us straight into this 1 hour area of this candle high of this CAD JPY, or we're going to break this week high, this week high here of CAD JPY here, of this candle, right? So I was kind of waiting on confirmation, and this happened. You see, so like if I was to look for buys, right, I was looking for price, right, to actually break this area and go up, right? When it goes up, it comes and touches. Let me just draw it for you guys. So I was looking for price to actually go this like that. Then it comes and touches this area right here, and it never breaks that area here. But just keep on touching it. For example, just keep on doing this. This was what we were supposed to see. Then price just moves like that. Sorry about that. Then price just moves like that. Let me remove this text. Right. This was something that I was looking for. So if price actually came up, right, and came down, then I would actually taken the trade, because I've seen the confirmation that we still, with that momentum, we're still going upwards. But then price ended up breaking this area. As I was saying, price ended up breaking this area right here, right? So we ended up seeing creating a small 1 hour zone here, if you guys could see it, small little 1 hour zone here. And if you take a look, also this could be another 1 hour little 1 hour zone here. Let me just draw it out perfectly. because it could work in the future. So this was since you touched that area, right? Let's see what happens. Guys, came back to that 4-hour area right here. So I'm still waiting for confirmation if I'm to take this, if I'm to take another trade on CAD, depending on which direction we are given. So still, price is still consolidating. So as you guys could see, this clearly, right? This clearly gives me a confirmation. Not confirmation. A clear direction on which way we are going. So if you guys could see, right? Price rejected, like price ain't playing up above this area right here. Price ain't playing in this area right here. So if we were to look for buys, price was supposed to play in this somewhere in this whole area here, but we didn't see that area, right, being played off. Instead, price came down here and started playing, giving us confirmation that price is going to drop, but not just now. So we had to wait for confirmation on that, because it was just playing in this 1-hour area that we drew right here and the 4 hours. So it means somewhere around here, around in this area that we are going to see probably a setup that we're going to, if we were going to take another sell entry right here. Let's just keep on playing and see what happens. You see, so now price came to this area and came to this 1-hour area again. So for us to get a clear confirmation if we are going to sell, we need to see a candle closing above, right, outside this 1-hour area. Then we can get an entry through that setup. Sorry. So let's see what price does. You see that whole week right there. It's not a confirmation, remember, because we need to see a candle closes outside that area, right? As you guys could see, price ended up closing outside that area here. This whole candle right here, it ended up closing that area outside that area, just 21 pips. Why did we choose this 21 pips, right? As you guys could see, this little 1-hour area, that's where we ended up putting our stop loss just above this little 1-hour area of ours, right? And our take profit straight to this 4-hour area here. As you guys can see, this 4-hour area here that actually ended up being rejected before. So now it's our take profit level. So let's see what happens. As you guys can see, boom, our take profit was smashed. Like after that, I didn't actually pay attention. I didn't pay close attention to this pay anymore, but I was happy with my profits. As you guys can see, we ended up collecting just about 45 pips into the group. Yep. Yeah, and this is what ended up happening in the markets. As I said, I ended up not even focusing on this pay after I just took 2 trades. So remember, we took 97 pips on this, and we took another 44 pips on this trade. And let's jump to the next. What made me actually took this trade, right, was that it was just like I had the same mentality with CAD Gateway. I knew this price was going to go up, right? But I didn't get any confirmation. I took the confirmation that I had from CAD Gateway. So I actually ended up jumping in straight into this trade, straight up. It was just the same time with CAD Gateway. The time that I said the time that I sent the CAD Gateway entry trade was the same time that I actually took this trade. And if you guys could look, as I said, we had a downward trend, right? And this was the consolidation phase. After the consolidation phase, we actually had it was just like the same thing. I had a miss of my Fibonacci entry right here. If I place there and there, you guys could see, right, somewhere around here. This was my golden entry right here. And if you guys could see, there's small little wicks that actually touch this area. So I was supposed to enter here a buy, right? But I ended up missing it, probably because I was still sleeping at that same time. So I was also looking for another confirmation, right? The same thing. And if you guys could look, let me just move this. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you guys could look, right, if we check out our trend line again, if we touch here, this is one, right, and this is number two. So we actually had another two touch bounce. Same thing that I actually walked you through with calculator one. And if you look at the top here, right, there was another one, then another here, two, another break of structure, another confirmation that we actually needed, right here. So as I said, I couldn't be like at that certain time I wasn't available, right? So I was willing to jump into these trades. Same thing. Then if you guys could see this area, this blue area here, this it's like a 1 hour area. Let me draw it for you guys. It's the 1 hour area that I actually knew I was going to use as my support, my 1 hour support. Same thing with the cut JPY. As you guys could see, price came up and it came down straight. It never broke. It never broke outside this area. So I was supposed to enter somewhere exactly when it touched the 1 hour support, right? But I couldn't. Most of the time, it actually ended up. I didn't put a buy stop there, so I ended up jumping into the trade. And as you guys can see, somewhere right about here. And my stop loss just underneath that area here, right? And the stop loss was just from 18 pips to 56. In other words, we had 1:3, 1:3 risk to reward ratio. So let's see what happens. As you guys could see, after that, price just came out, price just started going bullish from straight up to our point there. And as you guys could see, if we had to wait, if we were patient, if we didn't rush into this trade, right? If we didn't rush into this trade, right, we could have just dragged our Fibonacci and put this trade right here and put that somewhere here. As you guys could see, we get an area right here to the 50% straight up. But I wasn't patient enough to actually wait for the trade because I didn't even know if it was going to come back or not. I thought I had missed my opportunity, so I ended up taking it anyway. So as you guys can see, let's just press play and see what happens. Sorry if you had to get those mouse clicks. As you guys can see, it ended up hitting our take profit. This was about another 56 pips. 56 pip. Sorry, it was another 56 pip trade we took. Again, 1:3 risk to reward ratio. I didn't actually focus on this pair anymore. It was like it was being choppy for me. Let me just move this. Yeah, it ended up being choppy for me. I was looking for maybe some confirmation as the other cut JPY trade that I ended up taking, but for me, I didn't actually get a clear confirmation on this pair to take another trade on it. So I ended up leaving it. But yeah, we'll see what happens on Monday, if I will be able to take another trade on it or not. But again, let's move to another pair that we took. Now our third pair, this was actually the easiest setup that I've actually seen in a while. The Euro AUD pair. From the Monday, right? From Monday, you guys could see somewhere right around here. He gave us the low of the week. Price just keep on sinking, kept on sinking. And it came somewhere right around this area, right? So I actually pinpointed the areas that I needed to mark. This was the 4 hour area right here. As you guys can see, 4 hour, I could call this 4 hour support, right? But since price came down, right, to this demand, it touched again the support, right? So this was actually my first 4 hour confirmation support, right? And if we go down here, another one that I actually drew, this was another demand that I saw, a 4 hour demand, right? And this was actually our 4 hour week zone right here that I actually drew in blue, right? So I was looking for possible entries, right? But I wanted to see in which area is the price is going to break through in, right? So as you guys can see, price is actually playing in this area right here, in this between this area, the 4 hour support and the 4 hour demand. This was the area that the price was mostly playing in. Let me just clear this for you. As you guys could see, Let me just keep on playing. As you guys will see, it still keep on playing in this area. So I wanted to see which area is our price going to break through, so I can actually see if we can get an entry or not. As you guys can see right here, right in this small little candle. Let me draw it out for you guys so you guys can see it. In this small little candle, you guys can see it properly, right? Price broke through that area and it closed outside, right? And it gave us another candle here. Let's see what happens to that candle. If that candle closes outside that area of the 1 hour here, of this 1 hour here, then we could take a buy that would lead us straight in this previous support, previous support of the 1 hour, right? Now let's see what happens. You see, price ended up closing this outside this little candle here. Ended up closing outside this area. So what happens is that I ended up taking a straight up buy here. As you guys could see that the buy was actually pinpoint with our stop loss just underneath that area here, which was around about 38 pips, and our take profit is 107 pips. In other words, this was is to 1:1. What ended up happening? We just keep on playing. As you guys can see, our take profit was actually smart for about 107 pips. We just I actually saw this trade, right? But I was actually patiently waiting for it. Like, it took me about 3 hours. It took me 3 hours. Of course, I was actually sitting 3 hours waiting for this entry, because I knew that this was going to happen, right? But I just didn't know which direction was it going to break through in. So we ended up collecting 107 pips after this, and we ended up collecting 107 pips on this trade, right? 1:2.83 risk to reward ratio. And after this trade, I ended up just sitting back, relaxing, because I was quite happy with my profits, and I was just let's get to the final and last trade that I want to show you guys. Now, our final and last trade that we need to look at, probably everyone's favorite trade, the pair that usually moves faster than other pairs, than any Forex or major pairs, right? So I'm currently looking at XAUSD, and this was a very risky trade, because it was actually a 1:1, and I actually knew that price was going to go this direction, right? But I didn't have the confirmation, to be honest, because I was just looking at this 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, this whole area here, right? But I knew price was going to go upwards. Why? Because as you can see, we had a downtrend right here, and price just came up pushing upwards, and it broke this trend line that we had somewhere here. This trend line, you guys can see, it broke this area, right, and it ended up going upwards. So I actually ended up taking a buy right here, right, with my stop loss just underneath, because remember, gold is very volatile. So I actually ended up taking this as 1:1, and let's see what happens. As you guys could see, we started actually being in loss. As I said, this trade was actually in other words, a gamble. I knew price was going to go upwards, but I just didn't know where to put my stop loss, because it was a gamble. Like, I ended this trade very early. In other words, I didn't actually time this trade right. As you guys could see, we ended up getting a take profit of 95 pips right here. We ended up taking a 95 pip trade, right? And after that, price just melted straight away. That's why I usually say in the channel, right, that if we had two take profits on XAUSD, German 30, US 30, right? If we have two take profits, immediately after we hit take profit 1, I would recommend you guys to move your stop loss straight to break even, right? For the other take profit 2, whatever's going to happen, if it's going to hit our break even, or it's going to hit straight to our take profit, straight up to the markets. But as soon as we hit take profit 1, I recommend you guys moving your stop loss straight to break even, because this is actually a perfect example of actually what happened with gold, right? After we take profit 1, we had to take profit 2 of somewhere right here in this daily time frame area right here. And this was going to be somewhere around 1951, but price ended up not even pushing upwards because it didn't break this area here. Sorry, this is the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame. This whole here is actually a weekly time frame. So price ended up not even breaking this daily time frame outside, remember, to actually continue giving us the bullish momentum that we needed. It ended up, after that, it ended up just coming inside and melted straight away. So that's why I recommend you guys that if we had a take profit one, right, after take profit one is smashed, right, or if take profit one is hit, I'll recommend you guys to move your stop loss straight to break even. And let's see what happens. I still remember we ended up taking another trade. Probably it was a Friday. As you guys could see, price is just playing straight up in this 4-hour time frame and this weekly time frame area. But remember, for us to get a sell, right? For us to get a sell from the weekly time frame, what we need to wait for confirmation is that price actually need to come into this weekly time frame, and we actually have to see a candle closes inside this weekly time frame for us to get more sales, right? So as you guys can see, most of the time price is just coming and leaving wicks inside this weekly time frame area. It's just coming straight up, leaving wicks, or went up straight, coming, leaving wicks, same thing up. Let's see what happens. But it was just coming and leaving wicks in this weekly time frame area. So we didn't actually have a confirmation if we're going to get sales. So I knew that we were going to get buys nevertheless, because we had multiple rejections in the 1-hour time frame on that weekly area time frame. Now let's see what happens. As I said, we're going to get buys. Now, this is what I was looking for. Price again, it broke this 4-hour time frame right here. As you guys could see, this colored area, right? And now I was actually looking for a buying pressure, but I knew that we're going to get I was going to get a buy. Why? Because we ended up breaking, right? And this candle right here ended up closing inside this area. So we knew that we were going to get a buy, but I needed some confirmation. And it was actually a Friday, right? It was actually a Friday, and I was pretty happy with my profits, right? So I wasn't willing on losing more than 26. Or losing more than 20 pips. Sorry, on losing more than 20 pips on this trade. So I ended up taking a 26 pip stop loss. But where did I get this 26 stop loss from? I actually took a Fibonacci, right? I actually took a Fibonacci and typed there and there, right? And then I ended up getting an entry right here, it's a golden entry, right? And my stop loss here. But remember, the Fibonacci, for me, the Fibonacci usually works. It usually works on the other pairs, except for volatile ones like XAUSD. Other pairs it usually works for me. So I knew this was a gamble, right? That's why I actually had a tight stop loss, but I knew where we were going, right? So this is what I ended up happening. We ended the trade. I actually sent this trade. This was our last trade in the channel. And this ended up happening. You see, we ended up getting a stop loss of 26 pips. But I knew we were going somewhere right there. So if we extended our stop loss probably maybe to 1924, right? This was going to be close to probably 1:1 trade or 1:1.5. Yeah, as you can see, it was a 1:1.44 risk to reward ratio. So if we had a stop loss probably around 1924, we could have won this trade. But that's why I had a tighter stop loss because I was pretty happy with my profits for the week. So I wasn't willing to risk more than 20 pips to be fair. But let's see what. Let me just put back the stop loss since I already lost the trade. You know, it still pains me after that. As you guys can see, price after price just took us out to that 25 pip stop loss, right? This is what ended up how can I say this? In other words, I was actually thinking that I ended up putting the Fibonacci very wrongly, you know. Was if I had wake up on the proper right if I had wake up on the right time before London session started, right, and put this Fibonacci somewhere here. This was the high, right, and this was the low. this low right here. So if I ended up doing this, we could have gotten an entry straight up at the golden zone here. You guys can see it somewhere right here. But the thing is that I was actually impatient because I knew that price we were going to get buys, right? But I didn't want to miss out. I had the fear that price is just going to shoot up and leave me, So I had this small little feeling that I didn't want to miss it. But at the same time, I knew that where price was going to go. So if we had been patient, right, we could have taken this entry somewhere right around here, in this area straight up, this golden zone, right, with my stop loss in this blue area, which is around 43 pips, right, and our take profit straight up to 1941, where it all started. This was probably a 1:3 risk reward ratio, but the problem was that I was impatient in this trade. I knew where it was going to go, but I was impatient. So let's see what ended up happening. You see, the price ended up hitting our take profit, which is about 98 pips, but I ended up missing it because I was too impatient, man. It's actually boring to even talk about this trade because I knew I was going to get this trade, but damn it. I knew I was going to get this entry because even if we had to wait for another confirmation, we press sorry, if you put our trend right here, right? This was actually 1 and this was actually 2. So we actually had a 2 touch pump, right? And if you guys could see at the top right here, we had 1 here. This was the second one, 2. Then this was supposed to be the break. So I was supposed to enter somewhere right here. With a stop loss at this blue zone here. Because remember, gold moves rapidly, it moves very fast and usually leaves bigger wicks than other pairs. So if we could have taken this entry right here, we could have actually gone out with profit. But the thing is, again, as I said, I was too happy with my profits for the week. Since this was the last trade, I didn't want to go into the weekend at break even, or I didn't want to go at break even with my profits, So yeah, I ended up losing this trade. But this was actually his one. As always, we'll catch another entries like this. It's not even worried anymore. But anyway, still pains me that I actually missed this entry. And that brings the end of this video, you guys. Those were the 4 pairs that I was willing to break down for you guys. The other ones, I actually saw them and I knew that they were going to take a lot of time. If I had to break 8 of them, it probably took about an hour doing a breakdown video. So I wanted to keep this video as short as possible. That's why I took these 4 trades that I was going to break down for you guys. And besides that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, watching this video, taking the time to actually sit down and listen to what I have to say. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys please just give me a like on this video and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Tell others maybe they might find this channel helpful. I'm going to try my best to start doing these breakdown videos for you guys. You guys could choose if I can do just one video based on one pair, or if I can just put them into a bunch like I did here, to put 4 of those breakdown videos that are supposed to make into one huge video for you guys. And if you have any video suggestions, leave them down in the comment. I'll actually read them. And besides that, hope you guys have a blessed weekend. You can get some cash for you. And $100 on some shoes, yeah. Hey. I always didn't have to have the food, yeah. Got $100 on these watches and I do, yeah. I do it every time that I can fool, yeah. Get my money's in the class and you gon' do, yeah. Make a ring is the best, so you know, ooh, yeah.